Welcome to the dish. And my co-host. Hi, Teri Knight.
Hey there, Mark Taylor. Having a good night?
Yeah. Having a good night. Yeah, it's all right.
It's cold.
It's cold out in Minnesota, folks. And if our listeners are in California, we're jealous.
Yeah, that's
As
true.
usual.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it, Teri. We got a lot
Okay.
to dish about since last week. A fair amount has happened. Mm-hmm. All right, so Rich, since we last talked, Ridge has gone off to contemplate his future, right?
Yeah.
He left shortly after things hit the fan last week or so.
Yeah.
Now, my question for you is, Taylor packed up and left too. Her and Brooke had a little powwow, and it looked like Taylor had her bags packed and she left. Mm-hmm. Do we know anything about that? I mean, where she's going, what's going on there?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything at all, but speculation is she chased after Ridge.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I wouldn't blame her. She has a right to do that.
absolutely,
I think.
Yeah. Yep.
More than Brooke at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Well, we'll see what happens
see.
there. Maybe something in predictions.
Ooh.
All right, so next let's talk about, I'm kind of liking this storyline just because you and I have talked about this, but it's good to have Dollar Bill kind of back in the fold.
Yeah, but woof.
Yeah, but that's what I want to talk to you about. So he's kind of spiraling right now.
Yes.
He seems to have a whiskey in his hand every time I see him,
Yes.
for one thing.
And an evil look in his eyes.
Yeah. He looks like that evil Bill that we used to see quite often.
Well, the sword is back.
The sword is back, yeah. And I had forgot. I mean, I remember the sword, but I didn't remember the significance behind that
Yeah.
until Liam. I'm trying to think. Did Katie
No,
bring
Katie.
it up and Lee? Katie
Yes.
did too, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
dollar-
boy, he sure is feeling sorry for his sorry
boy.
ass.
yeah.
And the thing is, he deserves every bit of it.
You know what's funny though, Teri, is that in the scene today, so him and Liam had a kind of heart-to-heart talk, and Liam I thought, did a good job. He was pretty frank with Bill, and he nailed it. And like you said, he said, "Dad, it's your ego," and I thought, boy, that's right. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what happens when his ego takes over?
yeah,
It's
he'll
not
get
pretty.
himself in trouble. Yeah, and so today he kind of storms out. I don't know where he's headed, but probably.
Oh,
go
I got a
find
feeling.
Brooke. No.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he's. I would prefer he head to Brooke, but I have a feeling he's headed to Carter.
Ooh. Hadn't thought of
He
that.
doesn't like losing to somebody
No.
like Carter, somebody
Right.
that he thinks is beneath him. Of
Right.
course, everybody's beneath him, but in his view right now, it's like, what happened to the guy that saved Finn and was all googly over Lee?
Finn's mom.
Yes, Lee.
Lee.
I'm glad that he's gone because this character is pretty wicked.
Yeah. True.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't either. But, yeah, I think that storyline's going to get interesting here coming up shortly. Mm-hmm. All right. So today has that, as we mentioned, Bill has a pretty major meltdown. He plays that part. You know, he's a pretty good actor, really, because he can play the nice guy pretty well, but he plays the bad guy really well.
Yeah, he does. He's really good at that. And those eyes, when he
yeah.
left looking at Liam like, "Arr,"
It's
that was-
convincing that he's really PO'd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would back up. I think I backed up when I was in the chair.
And you were
if
watching
you
it
would
on,
back
your, on, your, on your sofa.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so next Carter, they're kind of getting into the Carter storyline here. Carter is falling for Katie. She's falling for him too, I think.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Where do you think that's going, Teri? You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think
Is this going to amount to anything?
I think it will. And I think it will simply because Bill is going to get involved in it.
Oh.
And that's going to lead the storyline further because that's why I think he's not going to Brooke. He's going to Katie because he does not want to lose, as he thinks of it, to someone like Carter. The stupid part is he doesn't understand. He lost anyway. Before Carter showed up, she'd already said no.
Right.
Multiple times.
But he doesn't take no well, as you know.
Exactly. So I think this will lead to something a little bit more interesting between Carter and Katie. I hope so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think so. What it is, I'm not exactly sure, but I do think there's going to be more involved.
You're not looking for a steamy Quinn Carter scene, though, are you?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you're hopeful.
Well, that was
I guess I was
pretty
asking,
good.
do you think it's going to happen?
Oh, never mind. I don't know about that. Kate, we'll see. They don't have quite the same spark, but we'll see.
No, and Quinn played that role pretty well, I thought.
Yeah,
all the
she
way
did.
around, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's see where that goes. Oh, I was going to ask you too, Teri. So, what did you think of the no shirt scene today with Carter? Did you see it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, he's built.
He's smoking. Yeah,
is built.
he's hot.
Yeah, he's built, no doubt. All right, so next let's talk about Hope is really... This scene surprised me, how angry she really was with Thomas. I mean, I expected she'd be upset, but wow, she was really, really ticked.
She was livid. And you know what? She has every right to be. But what I find interesting is how close and right up in his face she got. I would not do that, especially knowing how volatile he can be.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, he's not a stable individual. You don't push buttons with people like that.
No.
If you can help it.
No. Exactly. And just, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be alone with him doing that either.
No.
So.
No, he's capable of just about anything. So.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is headed towards... she's angry enough. This is headed towards a custody battle, don't you think, with Douglas?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think that's where Steffi's going to get involved.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, but I do think she's going to say, yeah, your parental rights that's it. You're done.
Right.
But then it'll end up being the cycle again
Steffi
with
and
Hope
Finn.
and Steffi and Finn.
Yeah.
And truthfully, Steffi would have a right to do that, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're blood. But then again, Hope has been his mom, is his mom.
Which I never understood that whole situation either,
That was...
But yeah.
That was a whole manipulation by
Thomas
to begin with. And she still doesn't know that.
Yep. She's a slow learner, Teri.
Yeah, she is.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the next scene let's talk about is... Oh, and then the only other thing I was going to say about that is, so she basically fired Thomas from her clothing line, right? The Hope for the Future line?
Yep.
She said, I don't want to work with you anymore. You're done, or something like that.
Yep. Which, of course, could then mean the future of Hope for the Future could not have a future.
That's true. Very true.
We'll see.
See what happens. All right, so also this week, Dr. Finn This is funny. Dr. Finn gets the evidence from Detective Sanchez, including Sheila's toe that was cut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of wondered how they're going to do this. So that now it's kind of coming to a head. But
Yeah.
Finn ends up getting this evidence from Sanchez. He puts the toe under a microscope and discovers that actually it's just cut off. It's not torn off, it's cut off. Well, it's a good thing the LA Crime Lab didn't run that before. I mean, come on.
Thank you. That's what I was, because I thought, I know Mark has got something to say about this.
Yeah.
Because
It's like, where the hell was the toe in his desk drawer? I mean, that would have went through evidence processing, especially with a death.
Oh, well, I would think so, and especially with a lunatic such as Sheila,
Right.
that wouldn't there be a whole lot more examination of stuff than?
Well, not only
I don't
that,
know,
but even a burnt body. I think this guy's body got burned up, right? If I remember right, the where she planted her toe and she planted some hair. You know, she pulled some of her hair and planted that there.
Yeah.
Usually, even in a burned body case, there's still dental records available, and so I don't know. That whole thing doesn't. I mean, from a police standpoint, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but.
Yeah, I don't think they consulted a police officer.
No, I don't think so. Maybe she'd have me on staff,
Detective.
Teri.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, there you go. All right, listen up, Belle.
Between you and I, we could help Belle write storyline, and I could be a consultant.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
I'm not waiting for that to happen, but
Okay. You're not going to hold your breath.
no,
on
I'm not
that.
holding my breath.
Okay.
So Finn, examines the toe and the hair, as we said. He concludes that Sheila's still alive. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's how they're going to bring this thing to a head. Anyway.
Yeah.
Today, Teri, they go and talk to Deacon to see if he reveals anything. And I thought he was pretty cool, calm, and collected. I thought maybe he was going to screw up somehow and tip him off.
But don't you think I don't think he acted that out very well. Not as an actor, but
maybe as an actor,
Deacon.
Yeah.
Because if he wouldn't you be a little bit more like, "Oh, are you kidding? Oh my God."
Right.
Now that's scary.
More shocked,
where you'd have more. Yeah, more. And it was more like, oh, do you really think that's...
Yeah, why do you think that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's imponderable.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Rather than, oh my God, that's because she's a lunatic. So it was like, why are you not more... Ooh. And I think, did you see the look on Finn's face? He seemed to have this sort of like... I don't know if I actually believe Deacon.
Yeah, I thought so too. That he looked like he was somewhat suspicious of Deacon during that conversation. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
All right, so let's go into predictions, Teri.
Okay. I want you to start.
Okay. Dollar bill. I like your idea about Carter, but I can't really quite see that coming to blows. I don't know. I still think Dollar Bill is gonna. I'm gonna hold off on that. I can't decide. I've got a couple thoughts, but nothing.
Okay.
Nothing serious. Finn is going to continue to pursue this whole Sheila thing, and I think. They're gonna flush her out somehow, and you might be right. It might be because, and I still say that somebody's going to be hiding in there when Sheila comes home. And I predicted last week, I think, that it was Hope.
Yes,
but it could be really anybody. It could be Finn. It could be somehow she's going to get caught going back and forth that they're sneaking out that she always does.
And
how long is that going to take, though, Teri?
Oh God, probably till after Christmas.
Yeah, I hope they wrap this storyline up pretty soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I think, did you notice, and it wasn't today, but it was during the week sometime, that Deacon was texting somebody.
Yeah.
And then I thought, that's odd.
That's odd.
So I'm wondering if he is in communication with somebody. It wouldn't be a law enforcement officer, I don't think, just because, well, I wouldn't think that maybe it is. Maybe it is. But then would Sanchez deliver the tow?
No.
So
No.
I don't know, but
You know who it
there's
could
something
be, Teri?
about that text. Who?
It could be her. Remember you and I talked about this a while ago. Could be his nerdy probation officer, Deacons.
Oh. You know what? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know, but I do think that Finn's going to come unglued.
Do you?
I do. And I think they could lead into that simply because if you've looked at the way he's acted and kind of the looks on his face, there seems to be something a little bit off, and he's angry. And and remembering that she's his mother, there could be some wicked stuff in there too, in him. And I don't know. I just get a feeling there might be some kind of confrontation there, but who knows? And I do think that Dollar Bill is going to go after Carter. Because of some of the things that he said and how much he does not like to lose, and certainly not to another man. Ridge is one thing, but to Carter, I think he's gonna go after him.
And now I do have a prediction.
Okay.
I'm going to say
right.
Dollar Bill, because as you were talking, it kind of hit me. Dollar Bill, here's what he's going to do. Here's how he's going to get back at Katie. He's going to take her to court for custody of their child. And say, if you either get rid of Carter or I'm going to take the kid away from you.
Oh, that's SUDSY.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Oh, Mark. Okay.
It all of a sudden became clear to me. I had a vision.
Whoa.
These soaps, I tell you.
Yeah.
They're going to be the death of me, Teri. All right.
God.
Got anything else?
Yeah. No, I think we covered it pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, we'll see where it all heads on our Bold and Beautiful in the coming week or so here. Until we dish again, Teri.
Ooh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.